it's Bujo Bunny here, back at it again with another video for you guys. This is the second video of the Bullet Journaling for Beginners series. Hope you like it. If you want to go check out the first one, go on ahead over there. It's, in my opinion, a lot better than this one. Because as you can tell already, that this video is not very aesthetically pleasing. But guess what? It's not meant to be. Yeah. It's not meant to be pretty, decorative. This is simply drawing grids, telling you what types of spreads you would have in your bullet journal spread up, and the measurements. Because do you ever get that feeling when you're watching someone make this beautiful spread, or you see it on Pinterest or something, and you just want to try it, and then you do, and you spend more than half of that time counting dots, dividing them by not very nice numbers, and using your ruler to measure things. And I know that's what spacing grid cheat sheets are for, but I think this will just help a lot, because sometimes the grid sheets don't help as much as they're supposed to, in my opinion. I'm not saying like they don't for other people, but for me, my brain just doesn't like them as much, even though I have one in my journal, and I do use it still. I still do. But I think this video will be a very good help for those of you beginners. So if you like this video, find it helpful, click that big thumbs up and that red juicy subscribe button. If you just want to be part of my family, you know, I love you, be my best friend. I will be very grateful. And hit that notification bell to hear every time I upload a new video, because I'll have some more useful stuff for you and stuff that is definitely a lot more pleasing than this. As you can see, it's very rushed. Yeah. So let's just get straight into the video. So I started off by writing title in a very messy font. That's where you'd put the name of the month. This is the title page, which is usually on most spreads. And then on the page next to it is a random quote, because I had no idea what I was going to do. And I wrote salt in the sea, because I don't know. And I did some circular drawing things, doodles, to represent the theme. You would carry out this theme that you've chosen throughout all of your spreads. In case you don't want to, that's completely fine, but I find it makes it look a lot more neat. So there you go. And yeah, as I said, you'd carry on this theme to this page and decorate it more, but I'm simply just going to give you the grid and spacing numbers for the dots. So this is the first example of your monthly spread. There are many more examples than the two I'm showing you, but these are my two favorite. This is the horizontal spread. So you would write the month name on the right side where I put title, and you just do a grid. So there'd be, I think, 5 rows and 7 columns, and you would write Monday through Sunday on the top for each day of the week, and then number it for however many days are in that month. And then if you want to pause that video and jot down the dot spacing numbers, you can. If you'd like to, you don't have to, as I wrote them for how large the boxes are and the widths and stuff like that. This is the second example. This is pretty much the same thing but vertical. So there's the box, I wrote title, that's where you would put the month in with whatever font you want, decorate it, you know, make it a bit snazzy, funky, and then draw the grid as I did last time. And as you can see, I didn't use a ruler, and then it's like, this already looks bad enough, let's just use a ruler because this is gonna become a meme. Yes, I am a walking meme. So I continued with that beautiful grid, and then I also like this version of a monthly spread a lot, because if you know you have a month with a lot of stuff going on and need reminders, or just to jot notes down or studying stuff down and test dates, there's a lot of space underneath it to write extra notes where you don't have room in the boxes to write down. And then if you don't even want to write notes, you can just decorate a bunch down the bottom along with everything else. Yeah, and then I just continued drawing the grid, and you would write Monday through Sunday, and then you would write 1 to, for example, 31 for however many days are in that month. If you hear me breathing into the microphone, it's because I have a cold and I have a blocked nose and a really dry throat right now. I'm trying to drink water. So yeah, That's why I sound very calm right now. Also, if you have like boxes where your month doesn't start there, for example, the month apparently that I made up doesn't start on a Monday and then ends earlier, like before the Sunday, I don't know, you can see where I've crossed out the boxes. I just drew a line through it. You don't have to, you just leave it blank if you want to, but I just did that. And I also added a drop shadow. I usually add drop shadows to almost everything because what did I just do? Because I think it adds nice tone and texture and makes it pop. And then I added the measurements yet again. If you want to pause the video and write them down, you can. Also, I didn't write the measurements for the boxes on the grid because they are the same size as the ones on the previous monthly spread example. So now I'm going to be doing my weekly log, well, an example of it. I also have 2 examples of this. This one's my personal favorite because it's the easiest and minimal, but also very like cute if you decorate it properly. So I wrote weekly log at the top in a simple font. You can change that if you want to. And then I made a small column that says weekly events, and this is where you would put your main, like most important events or whatever is happening in that time of the month and the weeks. I also wrote the measurements. So you put them down that column. Then I wrote Monday through Sunday down the sheet, and then I just draw little lines across from them just to kind of divide it up a bit. I didn't add measurements for this because it depends on really how you want you to choose, because it depends on how much stuff you have going on. You can also do a Dutch store version, which is a lot nicer, and I just realized I forgot to put it in there. So yeah, yet again, you can decorate that however you want. The second example I'm not doing fully because you'll kind of get the gist of it. You're just basically going to scatter boxes across the page. So example, I did Monday and Tuesday and write notes in them, and then you can write your weekly events or whatever inside. And then in the gaps you can write extra notes or just decorate it. I did that, and I promise you can draw better than this. You'll see in other videos. I just did flowers, and I think it's supposed to be leaves. I have no idea, just to give an example of decoration. As I mentioned, in every spread you can decorate it however you would like. This next is going to be your mood tracker. I believe I wrote habit tracker. It's not called a habit tracker. This is the mood tracker. I used small circles, like dots, as an example because it's just easy and quick, but you can do like if you look it up on Pinterest, mood tracker ideas, there are so many and they're all so cute and pretty. Basically, you draw something, divide it up, and number the sections 1 to 31 or however many days are in that month, and then you have a key on the side that, like for example, the squares have a smiley face for each mood they're going to represent, and then you would color code them. And then for whatever mood you are that day, you would find that day, for example, the section with the number of the date it is, and color it in according to whatever mood you were that day, which is pretty cool. I don't know why this is like the easiest one to know, like the most simple spread, like understanding wise, and I just made it so confusing. It's so hard to explain. This is the actual habit tracker. This is the habit tracker. The other one wasn't the habit tracker. I don't know why I wrote that. The other one was the mood tracker. This is the habit tracker. This one's very, very simple. So you just write 1 to 31, and then like it's kind of like a graph. 1 to 31, you have 2 lines, and then you basically list on the left-hand side, or whatever side you would like, your chores or things you need to do throughout the week. For example, brush your teeth, make bed, walk the dogs, edit videos, film videos, and so on. And then you would get a pen and color in each square according to the day that you've done that thing, and fill it in if you've done that thing. And then you fill up. Now I'm flipping back to the pages. I don't know why. Okay, so this is brain dump. This one's really simple and easy. Basically, you have 2 pages, 1 page, and you just put everything in your brain on that piece of paper. It can be messy, it can be neat, however you want it. You just write like quick notes, things you want to remember, things you want to plan, jot down. You can decorate it if you want, or you can just leave it as plain things on the I drew a stick thing. Yeah, just write whatever you want, whatever you're planning. Like I did film idea, like ideas for videos you can plan, and just stuff like that. It can be messy, and you have unlimited choices. There's so many spreads out there you can do, from playlists to TV shows you want to watch. There are so many and so many decorative ideas, and you don't just have to use pens, colored pencils to decorate your spreads. You can use stickers and washi tape. It's just so many things you can do with your bullet journal. You just make it your own. That's what I really love about it. You can be creative, and if you love art, just everything. So yeah, this video is a mess, but I hope you liked it, found it useful. Again, like it, subscribe, and see you all next time. Bye!